And here's Bennett back. The Texans now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are with momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try again with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was pulled.
Tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Luck now to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. And it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo! He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
There we go, 37. Hey, exit. Hey, time. There we go, 37 is the Mike. Mike 37.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On the ground, this is Ware. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
Check out. 290. 11. Hey, check. Hey, box drop. Check out.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
12. Let's see what you got. There we go, 30-61. Matchbox lights. Say, 12.
On first down, it's Luck. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin.
You see me out here? That's right.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 55. Let's go. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 55. Check.
The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check, nickel. 11.
Throwing his Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
12. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Echo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Check out. 390. That QB's tracks. Let's go. No.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Mindset. 19. 124. Let's go, D.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. From the end zone, Watson rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson on the run. He'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, they took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Quincy Wilson. T.
First and 10. The 43-yard line.
After the interception, it's Love. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
No. 12. Bravo.
NFL. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 2nd and 10, Watson, he's airing it out for Williams. Picked off right around the 43. Room here to run. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Here's Love. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And shutting him off, now open field. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this... Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
36, 36.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 50 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson flush to his right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
To know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Watson, that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now it's locked. And that one almost intercepted. And that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Monday. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Slam. Watch twist. 11B. Hey, orbit.
And the blitz does come. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. That complete to Lamar Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, Bart. Now, that incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Target. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Ready? Everyone. Hurry.
Luck. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Indy. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I don't know what more you can say about Adam Vinatieri in that career. Maybe the best to ever do this.
Let's be honest. Does anything faze him? Snow, playoff games, Super Bowls. Just watching this made me nervous. But he never broke a sweat.
Set. 19. Check 55. 59. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, 55.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs. We were on hand for a fun and entertaining.
And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up.
It's lonely. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice. Determination, laser. They take it.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. My eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line. Right here, your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Store don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All It's ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm
Select the team you want to join.
Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the Arizona, better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team.
Start your season with recommended settings if you wish to change roles or adjust.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now.
This is the player card. Here you can see your players. This is the development. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what ability.
They listen, couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't geeks. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be.
When the NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't geek. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
Yeah. Up this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back. would you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grade. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowd. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like it like rocket fuel.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pin so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, the pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want.
I'm going to put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because of them that I have the opportunity to play at the next level.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be? Okay.
Ready, set, hot, hot.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove.
To who?
To that coach. Coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
I take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. You lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, whoa. The event staff. This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Oregon.
What?
The Ducks, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. You know, if there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know, they say I like to keep things loose in the locker room. Football's important, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun.
Okay, so a little bit of work hard, play hard, that kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because it's winning the national championship. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right. Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Oh, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the Clemson Tigers.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Of his college career, Clemson has it 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play, eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
They'll set up to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season, trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came in as a true freshman to lead this team. He's 3rd all-time in passing yards and scoring. History, 2nd in touchdowns, twice an All-American, Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson from 21 yards away. And Clemson has taken the early lead. So that drive certainly a confidence builder for an inexperienced quarterback.
And a confidence builder for the coaching staff as well.
Oh, they They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is... Caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Going to go with Keller here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Keller. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And now look at him go. 20. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go After your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
On 1st and 10, Birch will try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have him. And now look at this. Gain, but a fumble.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Birch will look to throw it. And second. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because the offensive guy didn't do it, didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting play. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. And it seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years. But much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson, 42 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. We talked about how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
2nd and 2. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check, 59.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. DeMarcus Soule, 27 yards. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. So, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
And he loses the football a second time.
Let's go, get set.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this is Keller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of those who like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to... It's caught inside the 25. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, for anyone out there who was worried about how this quarterback would fare, he has proven all the doubters wrong. That is now 4 first-half touchdown passes. Just sensational. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Birch sent to pass. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Birch. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down in.
Thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like they were